Okay, I'm going to first say thank you for the introduction. It's great to see all the progress that's being made year to year. So this is our third Agile meeting, and when we started it off, AI always had a role in it. And, when we first started off, AI helped generate this image. Rowena did this, and we talked about I-ELCAP. Matthias labeled us. This is before we started, and one of the main motivations to do this meeting was when Matthias explained to us that I-ELCAP is a pirate organization. And he said that in the most charming way. Pirate meaning we report to no one. We fly under our own flag, which Claudia took as a great compliment. We don't answer to government authorities. We're just a very independent organization. So here AI helped us, and it also helped make some jokes and other things for the meeting, which I told to not great applause. Then we moved to our second Agile meeting was in Bangkok, and you see we moved up in luxury. We had this ship now, which we labeled with an Agile sticker, and it was called the Opulence, that boat, where we had a dinner on it, and it was really a wonderful meeting, the second Agile meeting in Bangkok. And now we're doing our third meeting, and here AI is starting to play an even greater role. So we asked the AI to design this Agile meeting. We prompted the AI to say, design a conference that will advance lung cancer screening worldwide. That was the prompt. And here's what the AI suggested. It says, get global experts, talk about AI tools, show real-world cases, debate controversial topics, and focus on implementation. That's pretty good. So either the AI really did design this meeting, although I can tell you we had multiple meetings with a planning committee, so I know it didn't, but so it looks like AI is very good, though, at predicting what's going to happen. Now, we also asked the AI to generate a radiology agenda, and this is what the AI recommended. Is the nodule really 5 millimeters? Follow up in 3 months or 6 months? Is 4 millimeter ground glass actually 3.8? Should AI measure the nodule instead of us? Do we trust the AI measurement? Is it really a nodule? Now, this was a little tongue-in-cheek, but it shows the difference of what the radiologists are focusing on to an extent. So here you see, is it really 5 millimeters? Well, maybe it's a vessel, 3-month follow-up, 6 months, etc. But here's really the thing, and this comes up all the time. AI promises to detect everything, automate workflow, replace human effort. In reality, though, you see so much of what really happens. There's a lot of debate about what we do, what the thresholds need to be done, and what we do next. So I think it's very fair to say, though, that AI is expanding our capabilities. It's relieving us of a lot of the workload of things that are routine. But there's still a major role for clinical judgment, and it actually allows us to focus more on these issues. So I think it's important that we keep that in mind as we move forward with this meeting. And the goal, Agile, as many of you know, is not designed as a teaching conference, really. Its goal is to push the field forward by identifying key unanswered questions, trying to advance new technologies, and you'll hear in the session on technologies, there's some wonderful new technologies that are being developed that will really enhance what we do and improve implementation and workflow. We're moving towards comprehensive disease detection. That's been a constant theme in these meetings and in I-ELCAP for more than 20 years. And integrating imaging, risk prediction, and therapeutics. And Agile serves as a forum for shaping the next generation of research and innovation in lung cancer screening. So when we look back at screening, there was an early phase where it was just small groups exploring screening. and small studies. Then we moved into the evidence phase where we really had large trials that ultimately demonstrated mortality reduction. Then where's the implementation phase, which we're still in right now, of national screening programs. And I'm so delighted to hear that Poland is moving in this direction. And we see others in Europe that have already moved in this direction. Germany is starting, Croatia has already started, and others are starting. And the next phase is going to be all about how we integrate AI-assisted detection and integrated disease assessment. So why Agile is unique? It's the screening continuum. We really look at everything: who to screen, how to interpret the findings, the comprehensive screening, lung, CAC, COPD, and more. And we also focus, I think very uniquely as a screening conference, on therapeutic aspects, because screening is meaningless without the therapeutic aspects. And so we have some world experts here on therapeutics with a focus on early lung cancer, and I think that clearly belongs in a meeting like this, and it's the appropriate place for it. I do want to thank our sponsors. Without this meeting, without the sponsors, we couldn't hold a meeting like this, so we have some new sponsors this year, and we're very, very grateful to them, and many of them are here. Their booths are, some of them have booths outside. I hope you get to visit. You'll be hearing from some of them in the technology update session. They have speakers that they've provided that are going to talk about the technologies that they've been developing and that are going to have a great impact on what we do. These are some of our supporters and groups that have endorsed us. So let's just talk a little bit about the agenda. First, the planning committee. I want to thank all the members. We had multiple meetings, sometimes for periods of time weekly. We didn't know that we could have had AI generate this meeting without us, but they were actually really wonderful meetings. We get to discuss a lot of issues. I think the agenda we created is really solid, and I'm delighted that we've done it. Here's the meeting. The first session will be on understanding disease burden in Eastern Europe. Then we'll move on to critical considerations for the big three. We'll have the technical innovation session, which is becoming a bit of a favorite at these meetings, where we hear some really new technologies that some of the companies are developing. We have our keynote lecture. This year it's being given by Rick Avila. Then we have our diagnostic review panel. As many of you know, Dorit usually heads that, but she's not able to be here because of the situation in the Middle East, which is very unfortunate for many reasons. We have clinical impact of early detection of cardiovascular diseases. Then we move on to AI of early detection of the big three. The coffee breaks, by the way, are going to be right outside the door upstairs. Lunch also is going to be there. We have, this year for the first time, we have abstracts that were presented in electronic form. We had over 30 abstracts presented, so we're really delighted that that's occurred. We didn't expect that kind of a turnout for abstracts, but we're delighted. And during the lunch break, we will be presenting the winners. Mario and Dorit reviewed them and have chosen in some very special secret formula how they've picked the winners, but they will be, and they'll be presenting their abstracts. We then have biomarker readiness for implementation, which is going to be an exciting session. Considerations for actionability. Dinner tonight, you have in your handout sheet, we have dinner tonight. It's a very short walk from the hotel. Everyone is, all of the faculty and others are invited, and you can bring a +1 tonight. There's no problem. And that was, for both Friday. Friday we have dinner tonight is with the +1s, and then there's a separate faculty dinner at the hotel. So the dinner tonight is short walk from the hotel, and the faculty dinner the next night is at the hotel. Let's see. Then we have new therapeutic approaches. We have a therapeutic case review panel. Then we have monitoring of treatment effectiveness for stage 1 lung cancers. And finally, we have advocacy in Eastern Europe and the potential to collaborate. And that's an exciting session. Dr. Kung is here. He really helped in organizing that. And as you see, we have this terrific group of medical students here and younger folks, which really adds. I'm just delighted to see you guys all here. And I hope you find this meeting interesting. Please interact with us, ask questions. It's just great to see you guys here. We really we appreciate Kung for helping to organize this. And I think that covers it. Oh, we have CME credits for the meeting. At each session, there's going to be a QR code. You're going to have to do it on your phone. But there's over 18.5 credits, I think. And Dr. Gratima did a lot of work to get this organized, so we really appreciate his efforts in doing this. I think it just adds to the meeting, and it's not easy to go through pulling that together. So thank you very much for doing all of that. And I think that pretty much covers it. Marianne, did I miss anything? Got it all. Wow. Okay. First for everything, yeah. Okay. I think that's it. So let's get started with the first session then.